Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about one of the most profound indicators in the history of Bitcoin. I don't make that statement lightly because a lot of people look at these kinds of crosses that we're going to take a look at, and they put the strength of bull and bear markets on its back and say, whenever you see one of these indicators, expect a massive shift in the direction of the market over the next several months, and it looks like we're about to see one of these major signals flash as early as September the 1st. We're going to be talking about what this might mean for Bitcoin, whether this is bullish or bearish, and how seriously we should take a golden cross on the Bitcoin daily chart in today's video. I think you're going to like today's video. We have a lot to go over, so without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. The golden and the death cross, commonly referred to in cryptocurrency as some of the most powerful technical chart formations that you can use. People look at the golden and the death cross and they say that golden crosses almost always start bull markets and death crosses almost always end bull markets. But how much truth is there to that, and how much should we put into those technical chart formations? Should we really bet the farm on them? And if we should we be paying attention to the fact that there's a golden cross coming up in the next 30 days? Let's jump onto the chart and discuss. Guys, the golden and death cross is formed by two simple moving averages. It's the 50 moving average and the 200. You can see right here, length 2 is set at 50, length 4 is set at 200. We have both of those on. So what we have plotted right now are our simple moving averages, the 50 and the 200. People call a death cross what we see right here on the 19th of June. That's whatever happens whenever you see the 50 simple moving average crossing below the 200 simple moving average. This is a death cross. But we can also see the opposite happening, of course. We saw it happen right over here where the 50 crosses above the 200. This is called a golden cross. We find multiple examples of these throughout the history of Bitcoin. In fact, I'll go ahead and draw several of the golden crosses that we have seen here on Bitcoin in blue. We can see several of them right here. This one needs to move over here. These are the last three major golden crosses, and then I'll draw in red the last three major bearish death crosses that we've seen on Bitcoin, and then we can really do some analysis to see if they are as powerful as people make them out to be. So we have three golden crosses here drawn and four death crosses drawn. Let's take a look at our golden crosses. Actually, let's take a look at our death crosses first. This is one of the first death crosses that we saw after the last halving event. This happened on March the 30th of 2018. I was making content back then, and I remember vividly people saying that this death cross was one of the confirmations that Bitcoin's bull market to $20,000 was over and we were moving into a bear market. And sure enough, the market was definitely going to continue down. In fact, we stayed in a bear market for the next year, moving on into April of the next year when we started to rally. Then we saw a golden cross, but we'll come back to that. We also saw a death cross here on the 27th of October 2019, and a major correction ensued. We can see that right here, after this death cross happened, we pulled back 38%. But then we find something interesting. A death cross that was followed by a major rally. In fact, this death cross here at the end of last March rallied us 27% after it occurred. And in fact, this death cross that we saw just a couple of months ago, while it did see a major correction, actually was very close to the bottom. Let's come back to that. Looking at our golden crosses, we can see that they normally do result in a major uptrend following them. In fact, following this golden cross, mid-April of 2019, we saw a 172% rally in 65 days. We then saw a golden cross happen right at the very top, which was followed by a 62% drop in 31 days. Now, to be fair, the thing that I cannot talk about on YouTube for fear of my channel getting shut down and demonetized did happen right around that time, and it was one of the reasons that Bitcoin went into a correction. So that one is a little bit invalidated. But we can also see this golden cross that happened right here sparked this entire rally of 641%. Let's go to full screen really quickly and discuss this. Here's the thing, guys. People put a lot of weight on golden and death crosses. And as you can see, sometimes they give accurate signals, sometimes they don't. Personally, in my experience, I have found that death crosses, for example, almost always show up at the very bottom of a downtrend. They are such lagging indicators that they're typically not very useful. For example, here on the 13th of July, Bitcoin had its death cross after we had already seen the vast majority of this correction. Bitcoin was already corrected 40 of 56% once the death cross happened. We see the same thing over here on the death cross that happened in 2018. Bitcoin had corrected roughly 60% of the 80% that it would eventually correct to. And frankly, this correction back here was overextended to the downside anyway. So we actually kind of hit the death cross at the bottom of the market. Now, the golden cross is a little bit different. I don't find the death cross to be that helpful, but I do actually find the golden cross to be quite helpful. We can see here there was a golden cross that kicked off the 2016-17 bull market and led into this. This golden cross that we saw over here did lag a little bit, but it did lead to a rally. This golden cross right here led to a rally. This golden cross happened at the beginning of the nonsense that started last year, so I'm not going to count that golden cross. My point is this: death crosses tend to be wishy-washy indicators. Golden crosses, on the other hand, actually seem to be, based on our historical analysis of Bitcoin, quite accurate. So what does this have to do with today and our current price action? Well, we can see that over the last couple of weeks, as Bitcoin has rallied so aggressively, that the golden cross might not be that far away. In fact, just extrapolating out what our current moving averages look like, there is a strong likelihood that if we manage to continue rallying, we could see something happen like this, or even like this. But the point is here, no matter how you draw these extrapolations, it looks like a golden cross of some capacity is coming in the next couple of months. In fact, just about any way I extrapolate out our two trend lines, our two moving averages, the 50 and the 200, it looks like we're going to see a golden cross somewhere between the beginning of September and the beginning of October. Somewhere in here, we're probably going to see a golden cross. And based on what we've seen in past, golden crosses normally don't kick off the rally. They are lagging indicators. Notice we started this rally here on the 8th of February. We didn't have the golden cross till the 22nd of April. But the point was, the golden cross confirmed the rally, and we did see a lot of price appreciation from there. Could we be about to see the same thing with the golden cross happening on Bitcoin? And if so, will it be one of the reasons that we head all the way back to $80,000, all the way back to $65,000 and on to $100,000 before the year concludes? I want to hear your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. Is a golden cross coming in the next 30 days? And if so, will it cause a massive rally on Bitcoin? If you want to learn more about golden and death crosses, we actually have an entire video over on the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, breaking them down, explaining what they are, talking a little bit about their history, and giving you guys analysis based on the last 10 years of market price action for Bitcoin, and giving you some takes on how you can use them. If you want to learn more about cryptocurrency technical analysis, you should definitely check out the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. The link is in the description box down below. It is the #1 place to learn technical analysis in the entire cryptocurrency industry, and we're one of the fastest cryptocurrency technical analysis channels. In fact, I think we are the fastest growing cryptocurrency technical analysis channel, so make sure to subscribe. We go live 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. We upload like 20 videos a week, and you don't want to miss any of them because we're keeping you up to date with our integrity and humility being first, foremost, and paramount. So make sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. Before I go, though, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.